So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Just quick live on the economic calendar. We have important news from USA, and you can find the GBP news already came out. So yeah, will be 3 o'clock. High impact news from USA. Tuesday we have some news from Australia, UK and USD. Wednesday we have some news from Canada and USA. And after Thursday, Friday we can find news from Europe, USA, UK, Canada and GPY. So if you have any running position on USD or AUD, Canadian dollar or Euro or GPY, keep your eyes on the economic calendar. Let's start with gold. So, there's just one film on the daily, because this is the important one. Enough time going back. So, we can find it's rejected on the daily 7860. You can find the minus 27, it's very far. So it will be the long-term target. On the daily, we can find the price create big bullish and it came back to the 7860 after it started pushing to the upside. The first target was the 1900, the second was the 1910, the third one is the 1920 level. So we can use the other way of the Fibo. Actually, I'm using it from the highest point. So we can find the 61.8 is still higher, and here is the counter trend line, what need to be broke for the huge upside move. Before it's not broken, it's still possible making some sideways moves. Okay, let's go on the H4. The H4, we drew this trend line yesterday and I placed this Fibo from low to high, and on the 7860 we have lots of matches, but actually you can see the price make some fake breakout on the trend line, and after it starts pushing to the upside, I can use the daily Fibo from low to high, and you can see basically the price came back to the daily 7860. And after it started pushing to the upside. Let me see, maybe we can find possibility entry level. We can find the counter trend line, it's broken. So I think now we just need to wait for some pullback, if possible. It's coming back to this strong support resistance level, and after it's pushing back and continue to the upside. So basically this is what I'm waiting now. I'm waiting the price came back to the previous highs, and I'm waiting for the inverse head and shoulder pattern. You can find 61.8 is matches also with the strong support resistance level and with the trend line. So basically this is what I'm waiting now on gold. I think first it's reached with the 1004 level, and after we can wait for some bigger pullback to the downside before it's continue to the upside to 1910, and after the 1920 level, what matches with the bigger time frame counter trend line. And after the question, what will be happened there? If it's broken, it could be pushed much higher, or if it's respecting this level, we can expecting again some bigger pull back to the downside. So this is what I think at the moment from gold. I'm just waiting one more push to the upside, after bigger pullback to the downside, and after I'm looking to take a long position. Have you any question from gold?
No.
US 30. Weekly, we can find the price was very close to the previous high, but it's reversal before. We can draw the trend line from low to high. Looks like this trend line is broken and retested already. So I'm expecting now downside move. And you can see I make the marks up already. The minus 27 and the minus 68. It's looking better on the daily. Basically, first you can see it's create the head and shoulder. After it starts to dropping to the downside, the price reached the minus 27 level, and I put on the first leg, you can see it was minus 68 as well, and after the price started making bigger pullback to the upside. So now we can find the price already rejected 2 times on the 28,000. What is the daily? 78.60. The first target on the daily will be the minus 27. So let's use the wrong number. It's a little bit above to the low level. Okay, basically that's all on the daily. Continue to the 4 hour. 4 hour we can find really similar scenario, trend line break, and it looks like almost, or actually if I adjust it on the 1 hour, looks like it's retesting. Keep this trend line 4 hour, I think it's looking better. And so basically we can find left shoulder, head, and I'm waiting for the right shoulder. If I place the Fibo from high to low, you can find the price retested the 78.60. Yeah. So yeah, looks like the price retested the 78.60. I think it's still possible pushing just a little bit higher, and it's make some fake breakout on the trend line. If I place back just Fibo for a sec. I think possible the price coming back one more time to the daily 78.60 before it's dropping to the downside. So basically here is the place where I'm looking to take a short. And also you can find the minus 27 is very close to that level. Let me see another way, the Fibonacci. Yeah, so basically, I think lots of people already try to take a short, but I think it's still possible pushing one more time to this level. And there is the trend line also. And after, we can take a short position. We can target first the previous low. So the entry level around 28,000, and the first target will be the 27,250. Second one is the H4 minus 27. TP3 is the minus 68. And after, I think we can expecting some bigger pullback because there is the last low on the daily time frame, and it's also looking strong level. So actually, that's all at the moment on US 30. Long term, I think it will be fall huge to the downside. Now I'm waiting one more push to the upside to 28,000. And after I'm looking to take a short, the first target will be the 27,250. Second one is the 27,050, and the third one, the 26,700. This is what I think from US 30. Have you any question? Let's continue. GBP/JPY. I made the analysis on GBP/JPY yesterday, and I expected some bigger pullback to the downside at the main trend line and on the counter trend line retest, but actually you can see the price just start pushing higher without that pullback. The price today hit the previous high, so I think we can expect some bigger push to the downside also. Let's have a look at the bigger picture. So in the bigger picture, we can find the weekly it's bearish, and we know exactly on this point was the 786 trend line connection. So I think long term we can expecting some huge downside move, but before this move happened, the price will be continue a little bit higher, and here is the left shoulder, here is the right shoulder, here is the head, and here is the right shoulder in the future. So we can find now the price at the previous high. So if you want to take any trade, you need to wait bigger pullback to the downside. The daily it's still bullish, so we can play the fib on the daily. We continue to the 4 hour. In the 4 hour, we can find the price came back to 7860, and after it started pushing to the upside. So let me see. So we can find, looks like the price rejected to the previous high. And we can expecting now some pullback to the downside, and after we can wait another push to the upside to the high. And yeah, we can find here is the 61.80, 136.505. So if the price makes some bigger pullback to this level and the trend line, we can take a long position and we can target the H4 minus 27 first. Second one, 137.500 to H4 minus 68. And after the TP3, what is the bigger time frame? $127 level. So this is what I think from GBP GPY at the moment. I'm waiting some pullback to the downside to the trend line into the 61.80, and after I wait the push to the upside to the minus 27 H4, what is the 137.200, and after the second TP the 137.500, and the third one is the 137.700. This is what I think from GBP GPY at the moment. Have you any question?
No. No.
This is GBP AUD. GBP AUD, we can find the price open with gap to the downside, and after it started pushing, and we can find here is the main trend line, so the price is still far from that. Daily we can find the first red candle, so I can place the figure from low to high, and we can find here is the daily 61.80, and here is the 78.60. What matches with the trend line. On the H4 we can find looks like it's created the big bullish M, and I think if I place the figure from high to low, we can find the minus 27 and the 61.80, it matches perfectly. So I think possible the price came back to this level, and after it's continued to the upside, and you can see basically first target will be the minus 27, what is 1.81800. The second one is the previous high, what matches also with the minus 68, it's the 1.82 and 800 level. And after we will see what's happening. Looks like this level it's really strong. If this level is broken, possible it will be pushing much higher. So in GBP AUD, I'm waiting some pullback to the downside, and after I'm looking to take a long position. Have you any question?
Hi, Benz.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thanks. You?
Yeah, I'm great, thanks.
I have a question about GBP AUD.
Yeah.
If you go in 1 hour time frame, okay, is it a valid order block at the price 180? Red candle.
This
Red candle? Yes.
You know, the problem for me, price broke the trend line. And also, if you check, the price came back and filled up the gap.
Ah, okay.
Let me see
Okay.
this.
You consider that trend line.
Yeah, and you know the other problem with this order block, it's not matches perfectly with the 7860. Basically, if the 7860 level is exactly on the order block, we can use it. But you know, it's alone, it's not enough.
Okay. So it's
So
better.
this is why it's not valid for me.
Okay. It's better to wait for 61.80.
Yeah.
With the daily trend line. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, and let me see Euro USD. Okay, so it's looking really similar than the old chart. You can see the price came back to the 61.80 level, and after it started pushing to the upside, also use the counter trend line, and actually if you check the move, it's looking really similar than gold. I just did a little bit this trend line. Okay, let's go back on the daily. Set the swing target. Previous high, -27. Yeah, it's also possible. Let's go to the lower time frame. So we can find here is the daily 61.8 level. The price almost stopped. So from the low to high fibber, we can find the price came back to the 7860, and after start to pushing to the upside. So up, down, looks like it's a bullish M, and also if we check the smaller time frame, it's created the bearish M. I think it will be continue to the upside, and the critical point, it's on the daily 61.80, what matches with the trend line. So the question, what will be happened here? If the price broke the trend line and also broke the 61.80 level, we can expecting some huge push to the upside. If the price rejecting to that level, possible it makes some pullback again to this trend line, and after we will see how the price react on it. If it's broke the counter trend line, possible pushing lower, but actually if we check the fundamental things, it should it should be continue to the upside, and it will be going much higher. So basically what I'm expecting now, break the trend line, and after possible, let's make some pullback on it, and after it will be continue much higher. So on Euro USD, we have, I think the best idea is if we are waiting for the trend line break to the upside or the counter trend line break to the downside, and after we can catch the huge move. Have you any question, guys? Alright, basically that's all for me at the moment. On US 30, I'm waiting one more push to the upside after I planning to take short. On gold, I'm waiting a little bit push to the upside and after the pullback and take a long. On GBP, GPY, I'm waiting downside move, and after I'm looking to take a long. On GBP, I'm waiting downside move to the 61.80, what matches with the -27, and after I'm looking to take a long. And on Euro USD, I'm just waiting have the price reject to this level and to the trend line. If it's broken, I'm looking to take a long. If the price respecting this level and the trend line, I'm just waiting what will be happen the bigger time frame showing upside move. So basically, if the price reject to the counter trend line and the strong level, I'm waiting pullback, and on the trend line, I'm looking to take a long. So that's all for me at the moment. Have you any question, guys?
No, thank you.
It's okay.
So guys, it was the weekly breakdown team call. Have a great trading week for everybody. Try to take only the best opportunities and use the money management. If I see any nice opportunity, I will let you know. Take care. Have a nice day. Have a good week. Bye bye.
Thank you, Ben.
Bye.
You too, man. Thank you.